Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cub Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Go.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Marching Legends will now perform the Concordia fight song as they enter the field.
And welcome everyone to Chambers Field here on the campus of Northside High School here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, as the Northside Legends take on the Concordia Cadets in what you might refer to as the Cross Coliseum battle. These two schools are on, you might say, opposite sides of the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum. Very close to it, very close to each other. They're about 5 minutes away from each other, so not a very long drive, should say not a very long bus ride for these cadets as they came over here from Concordia Lutheran High School. Well, Concordia and Northside are both looking for their first conference win of the season. Northside fell to Northrop a week ago. Concordia fell to Carroll a week ago. That was over at Zollner Stadium. The Northside loss to Northrop was over at Spooler Stadium on Northrop's campus, and that Northrop team is having a real good season this year. 3-0 on the year. Wins against Huntington North and Northside. Of course, Huntington North is 0-3, but they've been building under head coach Mike Eschbach. So that's a big win for Northrop, and Northside was able to battle with Northrop for a little bit, but ultimately ended up losing the game in the end. And Northside's having a good season overall. They are 2-1. That Northrop game was their only loss of the season. They beat Northridge in the opener, and they beat New Haven the following week. And Northridge has had some good teams in recent years. Right now, though, they are 0-3 under fifth-year head coach Chad Epley. But Northridge usually a good team, and Northside was able to knock them off in week one, and they're looking to get their first conference win of the season today against Concordia. But some key players are missing for these Legends. Caleb Kingley, as I understand, is out, not able to play, likely injured. B.J. Johnson, a key contributor on the defense, is out for today. As I understand, he is injured. So those are just a few key pieces that will not be playing today for the Northside Legends, at least as far as I understand. The fact that Caleb is not playing, I did hear that from head coach Ben Johnson Jr., so I think we can take his word for it. But some key players have stepped up for the Legends this season, especially juniors on defense. Guys like Malik Moore, Leslie Woodson, Jernard Moore, Darion Goodwin, and Jay Sean Brown, and Junior Landers Those guys, according to Ben Johnson Jr., have stepped up this season and have played a key role as the cadets make their way out of the tunnel. The visitors from Concordia, they took the 5-minute bus ride from Concordia Lutheran High School here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and they're looking for their first win overall this season. They did not win a conference game at all last year, nor did they win one the year before, and now the Northside Legends are about to take the field. I believe they're going to take the field all the way in the opposite end zone to where Concordia is. Either that or they're going to come out from one of the tunnels. Concordia is still coming out from the visiting tunnel, meanwhile. Do have a mat set out for Northside's players to enter. Get a look at some of Northside's top players on the year. They do have some really good defensive players, especially in the junior class, as I mentioned earlier. Jalen Jackson is a senior. He's leading the way in tackles right now with 19, but Leslie Woodson has 17 tackles on the year. Jernard Moore has 11. Woodson also has 4 tackles for loss. Jernard has 2. Again, B.J. Johnson not playing, but he's been a key contributor in pass defense, and he's also got 12 tackles on the year. Marcus Williams with 12 tackles as well. Junior Landers with 8. Malik Moore, who plays both offense and defense, comes in with 13. Omarion Waits also adds 12 tackles on the year. Leslie Woodson and Jamarcus Martin lead the way in the pass rush. Woodson has 2 sacks on the year. Martin has just 1 so far. Now, we are 3 games into the year, so those totals will likely go up as the year goes on for those 2 guys. And even with Caleb Kingley being out, Northside does have guys who can fill the role fairly well. Marcus Williams, a good power back. He was the top rusher a week ago, as it sounds like Northside is about to make their way out onto the field. Yep, there they are on the far side. You can see them as they enter through those mats. I think those are some of the injured guys, but the active players are right behind them, going with the all-red jersey scheme. The red helmets, red shirts, and red pants tonight. So it's all red for these Northside Legends. It's a lot of red on the field for Northside and Concordia. Of course, Concordia is wearing the white jerseys, but they've got the crimson-red helmets. Jay Sean Early with 52 yards on the season. He's had 17.3 yards per game. Did have a good game carrying the rock against New Haven. I believe he averaged over 4 yards per carry in that particular matchup. Marcus Williams averaging 5.7 yards per carry on the season on the ground. And, of course, you always have to look out for Malik Moore in the passing game. 256 yards on the season, 3 touchdowns. He's a big 6'3" target, and he's been going up making plays with the football since he came to Northside. And here come the Legends as they run through the banner. The Northside Legends taking the field here at Chambers against the Concordia Cadets. Again, Concordia is 0-3 on the season. They do have a new starting quarterback, Eli Trent. He's played a little receiver, a little bit of defensive back in his time at Concordia. He's the starting quarterback for this particular game. He'll have a host of receivers at his disposal, including Mike Henley Jr., Caleb Geiger, and Bryson Kelly. Geiger and Kelly are juniors. Henley's a sophomore, and he made some big catches for the Cadets a year ago. Now, Trent is also the leading rusher for Concordia. He's rushed for over 200 yards on the season. Biden Paulin and Abe Solway are expected to start at running back for Concordia. Those guys will likely split carries throughout the night, but neither of them has 100 yards total for the season at this point. Now, a guy who's made an impact on defense, there's a few guys who have made an impact on defense for Concordia, is Luke Hayworth. Luke Hayworth, the younger brother of former cadets Grant and Cole Hayworth. Hayworth has a sack this year. He's currently leading the team in that category. Of course, it is early in the season. 1 sack isn't a whole lot, but like I said, it's early in the year as Concordia is out there ready for the coin toss. Hayworth on the year has 17 total tackles, 1.5 tackles for loss on the year. Concordia's out there ready for the coin toss, and now the Northside captains are headed their way out there. And as they head their way out there, we will go ahead and hear from a few of our sponsors that allow us to come and broadcast these high school games that we get to broadcast on SummitCitySports.com. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. As we await the coin toss and the announcement of who's going to be receiving the starting kickoff, we'll be back in about a minute. You're watching high school football on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Getting close to this matchup, this SAC matchup between the Concordia Cadets and the Northside Legends. Concordia 0-3, Northside 2-1. Both teams looking for their first conference victory of the season. And it looks like Northside is going to kick it off to start this game. Sophiane Fakran serving as the kicker. And we'll see who's back to return for Concordia. I thought that was number 6, Bryson Kelly. Looks like Abe Solway's back there as well, number 4. Get a quick word from one more of our sponsors before we get this game underway. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com to learn more. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Well, the ball is on the tee, and we're just about ready for football here at Chambers Field. Sophiane Fakran has it on the tee. And we are underway from Chambers Field. It's Bryson Kelly on the return. He's got a convoy, and then Kelly is hit right away as he crosses the 20-yard line. Looked like that was Javion Harrison who made the tackle. Being told that it was Ben Davis on the tackle, number 23. Or 23-yard line, rather.
By 23, Javion Harrison.
Well, Javion Harrison is number 20. As Concordia will start from their own 20-yard line. Eli Trent, the quarterback. Taking a lot of time off the play clock. That play clock is down to 5 seconds. Does he get it off? Looks like he just barely did, and Trent gets the pass off, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Mike Henley Jr. out there in the flat. Threw it just a little bit wide of him, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
The pass is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Concordia lost to Carroll on their home field a week ago. I believe it's been since 2022 when they've last won a conference game. Looking to break that streak tonight here at Chambers Field. Little option play. It's Trent on a keeper. He's a good runner, and he takes it for a good gain out to the 30-yard line, and a manageable 3rd down coming up here. Well, one official has it spotted at the 30. The other one has it spotted at the 29. It's going to be the 29. So that makes it 3rd and 4.
And this is a defensive third down.
It is a good gain for Concordia, though, as they make it a manageable 3rd down. Trent will get the call from the sideline. Inside a minute to play here at Chambers Field. Looks like he'll have Kelly and Henley lined up to the near side. Trent rolls to his right, throws on the run, and that pass is broken up and incomplete. Sebastian Moore breaks it up for the Northside Legends, and it's 3 and out for Concordia. Unless they decide to go for it. Now, they're not in plus territory. But I don't see a punter out there. It looks like Concordia might be going for this. This is a team that definitely wants some momentum, but again, you're in your own side of the field. If you don't get it, and now it might just be a pooch punt as Trent backs up and empties the backfield. We'll see what he does here. He is going to run with it straight up the middle. He's contacted, and he didn't get there. Northside was ready for the fake punt.
And that will be a Legends first down.
In on the tackle is number 57, Braylon Smeltzer.
Possession will take place on
He sniffed the play out, and Northside gets the stop. It was just a question as to what was Concordia going to do here. I thought it might be a pooch punt as they dropped Trent back. Instead, a direct snap and a quarterback keeper. Smeltzer was not fooled. And Northside will take over on downs in plus territory at Concordia's 30-yard line. Northside does have some key players out in this game, but they do have Malik Moore lined up wide to the near side, and they do have Jaden Rivers in at quarterback. He'll set up the quick check down, and that's complete. And good run after the catch. That's Harrison. Jarmeek Harrison on the reception. And Harrison is a guy who can go quick. Jarmeek is a senior wide receiver. I had the game 2 weeks ago when Northside took on the New Haven Bulldogs. Harrison caught a couple of screen passes and took those for touchdowns twice. Just a question of who's going to carry the ball in the run game. Right now it's an empty backfield. We'll see if that's the case for most of this game. Rivers rolling to his left. He's a left-handed thrower. Fakes the pass, now throws it late and incomplete and into traffic. Nearly a pick for Bryson Kelly going the other way. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Well, if you go empty backfield consistently, defense knows what you're going to do unless you've got a good quarterback run game. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Legends here at the Concordia 19-yard line. And again, they will empty the backfield. Rivers to his left. Looks to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Sanders. And it's going to be 3rd and 10, and he had Sanders. Not for a touchdown. Could have at least had him for a catch inside the 5. That is assuming Sanders comes down in bounds. We'll take a look at it here on the replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Sanders is there, and yeah, he would have been out of bounds had he caught it. We've seen Jaden Rivers roll to his left a couple of times. And it looks like they've got number 23, Ben Davis, lined up in the backfield. Timeout called by Northside, I believe. Concordia didn't exactly go 3 and out. They did go for it on 4th down, but did not get it. And the way they went for it was via a fake punt. We'll show that to you again on the replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. A nice call by Trent. But the Legends were ready for it as Braylon Smeltzer made the tackle. But now the Legends looking for a conversion on third down, and if they don't get it, well, you're either looking at a fourth down attempt or a field goal try. And it looks like Davis is going to remain the back here on 3rd and 10. They've got Moore lined up in the slot to the near side. The tight end, Sutton Yorko, lines up wide to the left. Rivers looks to throw, stands in the pocket, fires to the end zone for Moore. He's got it! Touchdown, Northside. Malik Moore on the jump ball. That's the kind of stuff he's been doing since his freshman year. Well, the Legends went right for the touchdown, but when you got a big 6'3" target like Malik Moore, he can make the play even on those jump balls. It was not tight coverage, but Moore's got plenty of ups, and he's able to go up and make the catch. Extra point by Fakron is good. And the Legends lead it 7-0 over the Cadets. And we'll take a look at the replay of that touchdown. It's brought to you, as always, by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Rivers has been moving out of the pocket a lot, but that time he just stands in there, and, yeah, the hand comes down inbounds for Malik Moore, so no issue there. It is a touchdown. But Malik Moore has done a lot of those jump ball catches ever since his freshman year. He's been a big-time target. I think about in this game, I think it was 2 years ago when Northside had Breonte Johnson at quarterback for that game. He did not start the year at quarterback. He'd played mostly receiver and defensive back up until then. But Tate fired a deep ball downfield for Malik Moore, and I believe he caught it in double coverage. So Malik Moore has been making plays all throughout his high school career, and you just saw him make another one. Sophion Fakron on to kick it away. And that might actually be Mike Henley Jr. who's back there to return it for the Concordia Cadets. We've got 9:58 left to go in this first quarter. Like some early movement there from Jackson. Fakron's kick is away. That's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Another look at the touchdown. Again, the replays are brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. They had Malik Moore lined up in the slot. But even when you do that, Moore's got the range that he can work his way to the sideline and make things difficult on the cornerback. I think that's Trent serving as a cornerback on that play. He's played that position before in his high school career. I believe this is Eli's first year as the starting quarterback. Of course, head coach Tim Manigal has praised his ability in learning the offense as well as his running ability. And you saw some of his running ability on the last Concordia drive. 1st and 10 from the 20. Trent looks to throw, stands in the pocket, gets some pressure, and throws incomplete. Little contact toward the end. Looked like the contact came from Jannard Moore. Leslie Jordan was protected for a little while. He's got 2 sacks on the year. Leslie's a junior, trying to make a name for himself in this Northside offense. In fact, head coach Ben Johnson Jr. put out an X-post not too long ago that said something along the lines of, "Dear world, meet Leslie Woodson." In fact, I believe those were the exact words. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Here's Trent. Inside rush. Trent gets it away. Flag is down. Pass is incomplete toward that far side. He was looking for Bryson Kelly. We'll check on the penalty. Was thrown right about the 15-yard line. We may be looking at a hold here against Concordia. And that's exactly what it is. They're going to decline the penalty and make it 3rd down. If you accept the penalty, it's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, but that would have kept it at 2nd down. By the way, it is homecoming night here at Northside, so probably some festivities planned at halftime. And you got to think that they'll be crowning a homecoming king and queen, as well as the rest of the homecoming court. as Trent stands in the shotgun. He'll roll to his left. Trent sees an alley, and that alley closes up. A whole host of Legends. He fought through it initially, got 4 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down. Well, they went for it on 4th and 4 on the last drive. This would be 4th and 6.
Gain of 4 yards.
Trent staying out there. As the clock winds down to 9:18. Still a lot of time left in this first quarter. Concordia is going to line up to go for it again. This is 4th and 6. And again, Trent lines back in that semi-punt formation. He ran out of it last time. He'll punt out of it this time. Jannard Moore let that one bounce initially, and then it's stripped out. Did Moore get it back? Moore would have been better served to just let that go, or did he step out of bounds? The officials are saying he might have stepped out. Apparently the call is that Moore stepped out of bounds either before he touched the ball or while he had the ball. Here's another look at it. Does he step out? He was awful close to the sideline. Well, he may have been barely on the sideline if he was out of bounds. They marked it at the 37-yard line. Had the presence of mind to go and recover it, but I think the best thing he could have done there was just let that ball roll. If nothing else, preserve the possession. Northside had some punt return issues 2 weeks ago in the home opener against New Haven. But they get the ball back with good field position. And whistles will blow this one dead. This is looking like a false start. Offsides on Concordia. Encroachment. And usually if it's offsides, they let the play go. But if it's encroachment, they'll whistle it dead before the snap. So it'll be encroachment against the Cadets. We've had 2 penalties so far. We've got 8:49 left to go in this first quarter. We've already had 2 penalties. Both have been against the Cadets. And whistles will blow this play dead. This is an official's timeout. And it looks like a Concordia player needs to go to the sideline either with an equipment issue or something else. I think that's Caleb Geiger going to the sideline. That looked like an 8. 8 would be Caleb Geiger. Rushing onto the field is Kytravian Rogers, a junior wide receiver. Where's number 16? Unless that's Harrison. Harrison's number 18. Some of these numbers are not easy to tell from up here. I mean, yes, it's white numbers on red jerseys, so it should be easy to tell, but that's not always the case. They'll set up the screen. That's Malik Moore. Moore gets a block, gets a first down the sideline. Malik Moore still going, and he's gone. Malik Moore to the house. I do not see a flag down. It's a catch and run for 6 for Malik Moore. 58-yard catch and run for Malik Moore on the screen pass, and he's hit pay dirt twice. We'll show you the replay here in just a moment, but that's 2, you might say, quick strikes. Now, one of them was on a 3rd down. This one was on the second play, technically first play from scrimmage for Northside, not counting the penalty. As Jaden Rivers makes his way to the sideline. Sofian Fakran on to kick the extra point. His kick is good. 14-0 Legends, and we'll get another look at the touchdown on the replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Well set up, and I thought there might have been a hold there against Northside. It was not called. May have just been a little quick chip block, so to speak, and Malik Moore is able to get down the sideline and score. Malik Moore's got 5 touchdowns on the season now, that time scoring on the screenplay. And Northside will kick it off. Concordia went for it on 4th down on their first drive. They did not get it. They technically did go 3 and out on their last drive. We've got 8:37 left to go here in the first quarter. Sofian Fakran will kick it away for the Legends. Checking on a few scores from around the area in just a moment. As Fakron gets ready to kick this away. It will be returned from about the 2-yard line. And on the return, it's Henley. Mike Henley Jr. on the return. Concordia gets it out to about the 21-yard line. That's where they'll start this next drive. As we try to get an update from some of the games going on around our area. One of those is New Haven versus Leo. Leo's got a 13-0 lead over there against the Bulldogs. That's a conference rivalry. Here it's 14-0 in favor of Northside. Wayne is at Snyder today. Snyder's got a 7-0 lead. Looks like, I thought Wayne was knocking on the door, but it looks like it's actually Snyder who's got the ball. A handoff up the middle. They bounce off tackles, but nowhere to go on that run play. And there on the tackle is number 20, Javion Harrison.
Tackle for number 20, Javion Harrison.
It's going to make it 2nd down and 10. Got him right at the line of scrimmage. Concordia has struggled to get the tailback run game going. Eli Trent is the leading rusher on the season thus far. Byron Paulin in the backfield. Trent looks to throw, goes to the sideline. That is caught right along the sideline, and out of bounds with the catch goes Caleb Geiger. Gets it to about the 29-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short for Concordia. This is their third down situation of the ball game. Snyder's got a big home game coming up next week. Like I said, they're up 7-0 over Wayne. That home game is against the Carroll Chargers. Carroll's at home taking on Bishop Dwenger tonight. Dwenger's 2-1 on the season. Third and 2 for Concordia. Trent looks to throw. Tries to set up the check down, and it's read brilliantly by the Legends. And that is Jackson. Jalen Jackson with the tackle for loss.
Number 1, Jalen Jackson.
Taken down at about the 28-yard line, and it was Jackson who made the tackle for loss. 4th and 3. Concordia punted on 4th and 6. They went for it on 4th and 4 earlier. And they start in the same formation to how they've started the last 2 4th downs, and now Trent will shift just like he did on the last 2 4th downs. And he will punt. Got some pressure, and that ball might have been deflected. That's going to take a north side bounce, and Concordia will down it at the 49-yard line. There to down it for Concordia was Jeremiah Castilla-Frederick. Jeremiah Castilla-Frederick was the one who downed it. As we check in on some other scores around the area. Eastside's at Churubusco tonight. It's a game that Jeff Mahoney is on the call for. And it looks like they're in a commercial break. Right now, the Northside Legends start from the Concordia 49. They've won the field position battle so far, starting in plus territory twice. So far, their worst field position was from their own 37, but the Legends are going to go backwards on that handoff to Ben Davis. That's Davis's first carry, and technically the first run play of the game for Northside. Going to mark him back at the 48-yard line. .6:26 left to go in this first quarter. Now it looks like we do have an update. I think Eastside just scored against Churubusco. Yes, they lead it 7-0. Or maybe didn't just score, but it looks like they scored not too long ago, and they're in the second quarter. Rivers from the gun. Fires it downfield, has a man there. It's Harrison. Ball comes out. It's ruled incomplete, and that looks like the right call. I think that was Solway who jarred it loose. That was a big hit by Solway. We'll get another look at it here on our replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Harrison had the catch, didn't really secure it. Big hit by Solway, and he got it out just in time. Looked like it would have been a recovery for Northside had it been called complete, but it comes back. It's called incomplete, and it's 3rd and 13. Big opportunity for this Concordia defense. Again, Northside has won the field position battle, but this is their worst 3rd down and distance so far. Rivers going to set up the screen. That's Moore. He hesitates, lost his footing a little bit, and Concordia gets to him at the line of scrimmage. Caleb Geiger in on the tackle for Concordia. And they'll call it a loss of 1. 4th and 14 coming up. And this will be the first time that Northside has had to punt in this game. But a big stop for Concordia after Northside had scored on each of their first 2 drives. And whistles will blow this dead. I'm not sure why it was blown dead. No penalty's been assessed. But Malik Moore's going to drop back into punt formation. Gets to him. He gets it away. That's Henley waiting on it. He'll let it bounce. It does take a Northside bounce, and they down it right at the 5, and I think maybe they could have let it roll a little further. I think that was Jaden Abrams who got down there for Northside, and he could have let it bounce just a little bit more. He does down it right at the 5-yard line. So the benefit of the punt there for Northside is they pin Concordia deep in their own territory. Concordia has struggled to move the football as of late. I thought the ball rolled farther than that. They've got it marked at the 8-yard line. Eli Trent operating out of the shotgun. He'll roll to his left, straight quarterback keeper, and he's got room to run. That'll change some field position for Concordia. It's a first down. And the first time they've moved the chains in this ball game. Best offensive play so far for Concordia on a quarterback run by Trent. And it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 22, maybe the 23. It seems like when Trent has dropped back to pass the ball, he's had some fairly good protection. See if they have him throw it here. Instead, it's a handoff off the left side. That's Abe Solway, and he takes it for about 2 up to the 25-yard line. Got a crew at DeKalb High School tonight as the Barons are taking on the East Noble Knights. DeKalb's 2-1 on the year. East Noble currently undefeated, but that game's in a scoreless tie right now over there at Waterloo, Indiana. 2nd down and 8 coming up. The Cal baseball program has been doing really well lately under Colin Bice. They finished 2nd place in the Northeast 8 this past spring. Girls basketball program hired Mark Pixley to lead the team. As Trent rolls out of the pocket, throws on the run and incomplete. He tried to throw that one into traffic as he was looking for Geiger. Jannard Moore was back defensively for the Legends, and it's 3rd and 8. Fourth 3rd down so far for Concordia. Looks like it's now 14-0 Leo. It might have been 14-0 all along last I checked. Maybe they'd just gotten the extra point. As Trent looks to throw from the pocket, fires down the sideline, has a man there, and it is incomplete. A little bit underthrown. Closing in defensively was the safety, Jannard Moore. 3:54 left to go in the first quarter, and it's 4th and 8. Fourth down has been adventurous so far. Concordia's already gone for it once. They've started out every fourth down play looking like they were going to go for it, and then Eli Trent's drifted back about 8 yards away from the line of scrimmage. He's done that on all 3 fourth downs. We'll see if they do it here on 4th and 8. They're lined up to go for it, and again, Trent will shift back. Nobody back to return for Northside. It will be a punt, and that ball will just roll. There's not a single red shirt in the area of where that ball is. It's going to be down at the 31-yard line, so that's decent field position defensively for Concordia. The best defensive field position they've started the game with so far. And with 3:43 to go in the first quarter, Northside will take over. They've scored on 2 of their 3 drives so far, both touchdown passes going to Malik Moore. Looks like Churubusco has tied the game over at, well, it's at Churubusco. They're playing against Eastside, but Eastside's got the ball. Snyder now leading 14-0 over Wayne. Got their first win of the season last week on the road at Bishop Luers as Evans goes with an empty backfield. They'll throw the check down to the far side. A little change in direction, and Concordia is there to get the stop. The catch made by Jarmeek Harrison. He only got a yard. Biden Paulin in on the tackle for Concordia, along with Eli Dean, the junior DB, sophomore DB that is. As Malik Moore will head back onto the field on this 2nd down and 9. We haven't seen a whole lot of run plays for Northside. Again, they are without their normal starting running back, Caleb Kingley. And again, Northside's going to empty the backfield. 2nd down and 9. Rivers, incomplete. Off the hands of Jarmeek Harrison. 3rd and 9 coming up. It was a little behind him, but that was a catchable ball. And it'll be 3rd and 9 after the incompletion. 2:56 to go here in the first quarter. Jaden Rivers has 2 touchdown passes, both going to Malik Moore, but the Legends went 3 and out on their last drive. Concordia got their first down on their most recent drive. Twin ride receivers to both sides of the field. Rivers across the middle, that's complete. It's Moore weaving around, and he goes down right at the sticks. That should be just enough for the first down, and it looks like it will be, I think. Now, the down marker says 4th. That ball's being spotted way back at the 39-yard line. Down marker shows that it's 4th and inches. I thought he got closer than just 2 yards away. He fell down with the ball over the line to gain. Let's look at this again on our replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. So it looks like it's still going to be 4th down. Yeah, they moved the ball up. I think he got it. That looked like it should have been a first down.
4th down and 1 to go.
But no matter how you stack it, it's going to be 4th down. 4th and inches, so a big chance here for Concordia, a chance to get off the field. And I think that's Davis in the backfield. I believe Northside's run just 1 run play so far. But this is going to be a quarterback sneak, and that looked a lot like the Bush push. That was Ben Davis coming in to push from behind on the sneak by Jaden Rivers. And the Legends convert. Well, it looked like Moore had the first down. It wasn't called a first down, and the Legends convert anyway on 4th down. As now they start to wind the clock, and it comes down toward 2 minutes. Davis the lone back here on 1st and 10. Davis gets the call, tries to hurdle over that line, and he got about 4 on the play. Just the third run play of the game. Second tailback run play of the game. Last one went for a loss of about 2, maybe 3. Second down and 6 coming up after the run play as we're down inside 2 minutes to go. A minute 32 in counting left to play here in this first quarter as Jaden Rivers will operate out of the gun. He's got trips to the near side. Rivers stands in. Fires downfield. Has a man open. It is caught. And a nice move after the catch by Junior Landers. And Landers takes it inside the 10. First and goal for the Legends as Rivers shows you the arm strength. What a great throw by Jaden Rivers. Here's another look at it on our replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Great job by the offensive line. Rivers had time to make that throw. Got it to Landers, and Landers able to haul it in for the big play. And it will be first and goal for the Legends at the Concordia 8. Ben Davis lines up as the back here on first and goal. He's carried the ball twice in this ball game. Rivers has carried it once. And Rivers rolls to the left and throws right at the sticks. Touchdown, Malik Moore. It's a touchdown hat trick for Moore.
Malik Moore. The Northside Legends are now 20.
Third touchdown of the game from Malik Moore. And the Legends are up 3 scores. Jaden Rivers having a field day. So too is Moore. Of course, you saw the big play that set up the touchdown. Hopefully we'll get to show you both plays after this extra point. Sophion Fakron on to kick it away. Not kick it away, but try and kick it through. Little pressure, but the kick is good. And here's a look at the 2 plays that just took place. First, the big 43-yard completion from Jaden Rivers to Junior Landers. And Landers able to take it inside that 10-yard line after the catch. Got plenty of separation. That sets up the first and goal. And on that first and goal, Jaden Rivers rolling out to his left, able to find Malik Moore just beyond that sticks. Beyond those sticks, and he's got the touchdown. Third of the game for Malik Moore. And Northside is up 21-0 with 43 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Try to get an update from that Eastside Churubusco game here in just a moment. Snyder is leading 14-0 over Wayne. Looks like it's still a tie game over at Busco. 7-7. Leo's still up 14-0 as they're in the second quarter. Sophion Fakron has it on the tee. Concordia has gotten just 1 first down in this game. And this kick will go into the end zone for a touchback. No time off the clock on that kickoff. Again, Concordia just 1 first down so far in the game. So far, their best offensive plays have been when Eli Trent is running the football. That's an ability that he brings to the table. They're trying to get the run game going with some of these young backs as well. Victor Sawyer was a promising back for these cadets not too long ago. But I do not see Victor on the roster. Would be a senior this year if he were playing. First and 10 from the 20-yard line for the cadets. They're going to hand it off here off the right side. And down back at the 15-yard line is Solway. Jalen Jackson and Jernard Moore in on the tackle. And that could be the final play of the first quarter. There's 22 seconds on the game clock, and there's 5 more seconds on the play clock than there are on the game clock. So we'll see if Concordia gets another play off before the second quarter comes, or the first quarter comes to an end. And it looks like they'll just take this to the end of the quarter. 3 touchdowns for Malik Moore. have Northside up 21-0 over Concordia, and the first quarter is in the books. We've played one quarter here at Northside High School. Back to Chambers Field in a minute.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Ready to start the second quarter here at Chambers Field. Concordia back up to their own 15-yard line. The drive started at the 20. And it's Trent to throw, gets some pressure, goes to the sideline, and it's caught. Mike Henley Jr., the sophomore, and he's got the first down. Henley made some big plays as a freshman for Concordia a year ago. Got a touchdown early in the game against the Wayne Generals. Concordia did go on to lose that game, however. Of course, Wayne in a transition period with Sherwood Haydock having stepped down. Sherwood's now on staff at New Haven. Trent to his left, has a man to his left, waits, throws, and it's dropped. He had Caleb Geiger out to the near side, and Geiger couldn't hang on to it. And it's going to be second down and 10. And we've seen a little bit of that from these Concordia receivers. Trent made a good throw there. Geiger just couldn't catch it. Sometimes it just comes down to those little things. Can you catch the ball when it's thrown your way? And this was a catchable ball. A good throw by Trent. Did he wait a little long? Maybe he did, but that was a catchable ball at the end of the day. Early movement. Question is, who moved first? I'm going to say Northside moved first. So this is going to be encroachment on the Legends. It would have been second down and 10. Now it's going to be second down and 5 after the penalty. You are seeing some fall colors out there on the trees. Some tree leaves turning orange already. Technically, it's still summer according to the calendar. Weather's been starting to feel like fall, though, lately, and now it's starting to look more and more like fall. Concordia trying to take advantage of that penalty and the big play that they had moments ago on what was a 2nd and 15. Right now it's 2nd and 5. It's Trent on the direct snap up the middle, and he's got the first down. Eli Trent across the 45-yard line. Concordia had 2 first downs. They had 1 first down up until this current drive. They've picked up 2 first downs so far since this drive began.
Ball's on the 46-yard line.
Northside has shown a lot of big play capability, but right now Concordia is on the move. As Trent looks to throw, goes out in the flat, and it's incomplete. Trying to hit Geiger. He just got it over the outstretched arm of Junior Landers. Landers made a big catch on the last Northside drive to set up a touchdown. That ball was thrown towards him, and Trent did a good job to get it past his outstretched arm. Just a little beyond the reach of Geiger as well. 2nd and 10 coming up. Trent operating from the gun. 4 down linemen for the Legends. Trent will roll to his left, gets away from one tackler, but then the second wave gets to him, and that might have been Landers. who was the last to get there. It does go for a positive play, but only a gain of a yard. Check that. That is number 20, Javion Harrison. Braylon Smeltzer heads off the field, meanwhile, for the Legends. Smeltzer was the one that stopped that fourth down play when Trent tried the fake punt / quarterback sneak. That was back in the first quarter. Trent looks to throw, fires downfield. He's got a man, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Mike Henley Jr., who was covered by Malik Moore. It looked like the timing was off as well. And it's going to be fourth down. 4th and 9. And I think this is the longest fourth down distance that Concordia's had. They had a 4th and 8 earlier. They went for it on a 4th and 3. They've lined up in the same formation every time there's been a fourth down. Starting out in basically this formation that they're in right now. And then the two-back shift. And again, Trent drifts back into what looks like punt formation, and he will punt. And nobody back there to return for Northside. They've been ready for the fake. That takes a good Concordia bounce, and it's going to stay in play. It keeps bouncing Concordia's way, and the Cadets down it right at the 2-yard line. Well done by Eli Trent on the punt.
On the 2-yard line.
And he backs the Legends all the way up to their own 2-yard line. That couldn't have rolled any better if you're a Concordia fan. Get another look at this on our replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Nobody back to return for Northside. Just had to get it far enough that the punt team could get down there and down it, and they did. That ball also stopped rolling at just the right time. Got the ball at the 5-yard line. I thought it rolled even further up than that. Further down, I mean. And now the officials look like they're going to move it back, and I believe that is the right thing to do. Let's take another look at this replay. This ball looked like it was down way back at the 2. The officials do have it moved now. Yeah, that definitely went past the 5. Definitely down to the 2. So, well, good on the officials for correcting it. Jaden Rivers is going to stand in his own end zone. This is the worst field position that Northside has had. That's a quick hitter to Moore. He's got a block out in front, and there goes Moore. Only one man to beat. Moore down the sideline. Looks to his left. Still on his feet. Moore is gone. 98 yards to the house. The Legends were backed up, and Moore says, I got this. But we do have a flag on the play, so this may be coming back. Officials are talking about it. Jaden Rivers is getting an explanation. Jayshon Brown also getting an explanation. This could be a big call. Not only does it likely take away a touchdown, looks like it is going to take away the touchdown as the Legends are making their way back. Officials are still discussing. The ball was caught beyond the line of scrimmage, so they can call offensive pass interference here. And now we're going to get the call. I think we are. Right now the referee's headed over to Ben Johnson Jr. Johnson not happy about the call. He's trying to plead his case, but I'm not sure he's going to win it. We're still waiting on an official signal. See if we can happen here. Was there a block downfield? Well, after he caught the ball, there was. Must have been somewhere away from the play. I think that's what Johnson's arguing. There wasn't a block downfield until after the ball was caught.
Ineligible player downfield.
We have an ineligible player downfield against Northside. Well, then the ball's supposed to be backed up half the distance to the goal, isn't it? I don't know how you get a first down out of having an ineligible player downfield. Well, we got to change the scoreboard here. It's 21-0. And that pass is incomplete as Rivers goes down the field looking for Jarmeek Harrison. Folks, that is strange to have an ineligible man downfield and still get a first down out of it. If it's an ineligible man downfield, it should either be half the distance to the goal or perhaps a safety. Rivers was in the end zone when he threw the ball. Play clock's down under 10 seconds after the incompletion. Set up the screen, that's Moore. He gets a block out in front, cuts to the inside, and he's down at the 15-yard line. That's just a 3-yard gain. I'm not sure if they got Sutton Yorko on that play that took away the touchdown. I'm skimming through the replay. Give you a look at it. Looks like Yorko's lined up as the tight end, and he does start out, goes beyond the 5 yards. And he's a tight end. A tight end is an eligible receiver, but he's also close to the line on that play. This is 3rd and 7. It's Rivers on the keeper. Rivers straight up the middle. He's got the first down. Takes it out to the 28-yard line.
Quarterback Rivers on a keeper.
9:03 to go.
First down.
So even though the touchdown comes off the board, Northside's still able to move the football. Play clock's down under 10 seconds. It's down to 6, down to 5. And there's the snap. Rivers will fake the screen, looking to go downfield, looking for more. He tries to go over the top, and it's incomplete. The coverage by Eli Trent. And no flag on the play. It looked like Trent was playing the football, so it didn't look like anything wrong on his part. We'll take another look at this. Does Moore make a little bit too much contact? We have to cut the replay here soon as Northside breaks their huddle. Does put his hands on him, but I don't think he gets much of a push, though. He does try to go over the back, however. 2nd down and 10. That's Sebastian Moore going in motion on the jet sweep. Moore breaks a tackle. Moore with a first down and more. Sebastian Moore down the sideline and takes it out across the 35. A little creativity from the Legends, and they keep the chains on moving.
Number 7, ball is a first down on the 33-yard line.
Move the ball all the way to the 33-yard line as we take another look at this jet sweep. This replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Had a block out in front. I think that was Davis who threw the block, and that helped to spring Sebastian Moore free. And the Legends, after starting this drive at their own 2-yard line, are now down at the Concordia 33. A screen, that's Moore again. This time he's met, and he got maybe a yard.
Sebastian Moore again for 1 yard. 2nd and 9.
And on the tackle is Abe Solway for Concordia. 2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard gain. Twin receivers to either side for the Legends. Rivers floats it to the sideline. He's got more. Sebastian Moore cutting all over the field, and he's in for the touchdown. Sebastian Moore caps off a 98-yard drive in the end zone.
Sebastian Moore on the touchdown.
It's not a 98-yard touchdown, but it is a 98-yard scoring drive. And Sebastian Moore's got his first touchdown. Malik Moore had 3. Very nearly was 4. But Sebastian Moore says, I got your back. And now Sophion Fakron is out to kick the PAT on the hold from Quindale White. High snap. And the kick is good. Well, things didn't go Northside's way initially. It looked like things were going their way. Started from their own 2-yard line. Looked like they had a touchdown. The touchdown comes back, and somehow Northside ends up with a first down on a play that was called as an eligible receiver downfield. But Sebastian Moore ends up getting the touchdown in the end. His first touchdown of this game. That's 4 touchdown passes for Jaden Rivers. And the Northside Legends are up 28-0 with 7:40 to go here in the first half. And Concordia needs a scoring drive, and they need it soon. Officials will put the ball on the tee as Fakron gets ready to boot it away. We hear sirens blaring, of course. Never a good thing when, we obviously thank God for our police officers, our firefighters, our paramedics, those first responders that are there on the scene when disaster strikes, and, of course, for our men and women in the military. Of course, just yesterday we remembered the 24-year anniversary of 9/11. Little mix-up there on the kickoff return. I hate to use that segue from 9/11. That's going to be a stop at the 16-yard line. The ball comes out. I think they're ruling him down. Perhaps forward progress was stopped, even though Quindale White came out with the football. And again, did not mean to have an awkward segue there. We recognized 9/11 yesterday, and of course, 9/11 was one of those days in history that it obviously was a dark day, but lingered on for days on end. And of course, how much of an impact did it make? Well, it put a stop to all major sports. Some NAIA sports continued on, but college football took a week off. The NFL took a week off. Major League Baseball took about a week off. It was that big of an impact. And for the safety of our nation, pro sports and college sports, or at least NCAA sports, for the most part, were suspended for a week as Northside has to call a timeout. Again, my apology for the segue there. Trying to remember what happened in our nation and also call a football game at the same time. Northside off to a good start, 28-0, 4 touchdown passes for Jaden Rivers in this ball game. Right now we're going to go ahead and get some words in from our sponsors that help us to go do the games that we do here on SummitCitySports.com.
We have a score update for you.
Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government, whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation.
Carroll is at 6, Dwenger 3.
Also hearing some scores from around the area. Carroll leading Dwenger 6-3. Lures leading Southside 14-6.
Northrop 7.
Of course, Southside defeated Lures last year. It was one of 2 wins for the Archers, and Lures still made it all the way to the 2A state championship game. Looks like we're going to get a false start penalty against Concordia.
Offsides.
Now check that, offsides. I thought Concordia was starting to back up.
1st and 5.
It's going to be 1st and 5.
Repeat first down.
I think we've seen, 4 penalties at least in the ball game. Handoff off the left side. The Legends are there. A whole host of Legends make the tackle, including number 28, Omarion Waits. Looks like a gain of a yard on the play. And now we've got a man down on the play. As Jacob Van Loo, the athletic trainer, will go down and check on Junior Landers, who's down on the field. We'll take an injury timeout here on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, that was Junior Landers headed off the field for Northside. Landers had a big catch that set up a touchdown earlier in this game. Landers is sitting down on the bench. I think Jacob Van Loo will work with him over there on the sideline as flags blow this dead. This is either going to be encroachment on Northside, and it is encroachment on Northside. That's twice this drive that Northside has committed an encroachment foul. Again, that's 2 encroachment penalties against Northside here on this drive, keeping the drive alive for Concordia. We've got 6:55 and counting left to play in the first half. Trent to his right. Running out of time, cuts it back, fires downfield, and it's picked off. And racing down the sideline and into the end zone for a pick six is Jannard Moore. Jannard Moore takes it back. A couple of Northside penalties ultimately don't hurt. At least not too badly. And Northside got some pressure at the back end of this play. Or the front end, more like. As I'll show the play to you via Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. You see the pressure start to come as Trent rolls out of the pocket. Gets it away downfield, but looks like he overthrew his man. And Jannard Moore, with a little convoy out in front, he's able to take it back for 6. And Sophion Fakron in to attempt the extra point. Quindale White will hold. They get the snap down, some pressure from Concordia. The kick is good, and it's 35-0 in favor of the Legends. Well, that means Concordia is going to need a scoring drive here toward the end of the first half. I won't tell you why. Save that for later, but here's another look at the pick six. The replay again brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Yeah, that ball was definitely overthrown. Looked like he was going for Geiger, and Jannard Moore takes it back, and good blocking downfield. Always risky, though, when you hold the ball out in your hands like that. I mean, yes, the block was there. That defender was close enough that you want to protect that ball as you go across the goal line. And obviously kids like to celebrate. They love to have fun, especially when they make a big play. I'm of the opinion that you ought to make sure you get the ball across the goal line before you start celebrating. I don't blame kids for celebrating. They're going to do that, and I can't blame them for doing that. But I think you got to get the touchdown first and then celebrate. But Jannard Moore did get the touchdown, and it was not excessive celebration. It was not the kind of celebration that should warrant a penalty. He did hold the ball out before he had crossed the goal line. Still had possession of it, though. That kickoff's headed toward the end zone. It's bobbled. It'll be picked up in the end zone. He did not actually have possession, so that still will be a touchback. After the bobble by Denzel Barr, I believe. Either Barr or Owen Boswick. Back on the return for Concordia. They'll start from their own 20. 35-0 lead for the Legends.
Touchback. Concordia first and 20. First and 10.
You might have heard the announcement. It is not first and 20. It's first and 10. Now, if this were NFL blitz, first and 20 would be penalty yardage, basically. NFL blitz, you have first and 30. I'm not sure if they still make that game, though. It was an EA Sports football game. Handoff straight ahead. That's going to be about a 2-yard gain on the handoff, which I believe went to Abe Solway. Solway actually got 4 on the carry. Clock winding down to 6 minutes as Concordia looks to get a scoring drive going here in the second quarter. And a reminder, it is homecoming here at Northside High School, so there will be some homecoming festivities at halftime. We may show you a little bit of that. Handoff off the left side. That's Solway, and Solway is able to pick up a yard on the play before he's finally tackled down. Amarion waits in on the tackle for Northside. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Eli Trent trying to shake off that interception that went for 6. Jannard Moore took it back. But here is 3rd and 5, and here comes a flag, and that's going to be encroachment. And that's the 3rd time in the last 2 drives that Northside has jumped off. It was 3rd and 5, and now it's an automatic first down.
Flag on the play. The call is encroachment. First down, Concordia.
So an automatic first down after the penalty. And Trent will operate from the gun here on first down. He hands it off. That's Solway cutting up field, and Solway gets a good gain. That's his best run of the game. Got to about the 38-yard line. And even a field goal would be beneficial for Concordia here, as they're down 35-0. Try to check in on a couple of scores around the area, including Wayne versus Snyder. Wayne was up by 3 scores last I checked. They might be at halftime. They're at a break right now. Another handoff to Solway, and Solway looking for room, and I think he's got it. He's going to be close. If he's got the 40-yard line, he's got the first down, and he does have the 40, at least by that initial spot, and he does move the chains.
First down for Concordia. Ball on the 40.
We hadn't seen a whole lot of run plays to Abe Solway, but 2 quality carries the last 2 times he's touched the ball. Drive started at the 20-yard line, and Concordia, a couple of good run plays on the last set of downs, and an offsides penalty on the previous set. And that's a good run on first down for Eli Trent. He might have the first down. Looks like he's short by maybe half a yard.
2nd and 1.
He got up to the 49-yard line, and Concordia's on the move. Inside 3 minutes to go. Straight up the middle. That's Solway. He's got the first down. He's dragged backwards, but he was across the line to gain beforehand. Well, a couple of short yardage situations, and Solway has been able to move the chains. That's 2 second down runs to Solway, and in both cases he got the first down.
First and 10, Concordia on the 50.
as Concordia has broken the huddle. Northside will sub Marion Engel into the game. Solway off the right side, looking for room. He might have some. He does. And a flag comes in right on the tackle. Leslie Woodson made the tackle. We'll check on the penalty. Concordia's backing up. It's going to be on them. I think they got him for a hold. Right now the ball is sitting on the 50-yard line, which was the original line of scrimmage, so they're going to back it up. Ten yards from the spot of the foul, so they've got it down to the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 18. Northside had committed some huge penalties early in this drive, and that one backs Concordia up to 1st and 18. Here's Trent looking to throw. Flushed out. Throws on the run, and that is caught. It's Geiger out of bounds across the 40, and now a flag comes in late. Is this going to be a late hit out of bounds? Jernard Moore looked like he made the contact, and it will be a first down, it looks like, for Concordia. It is on Northside, so they're going to add that onto the end of the play. And Concordia's got an even better chance to score before the half. Still 2:01 left to go. Ball's at the 20-yard line. 2:01 left to play in the first half. Trent out of the shotgun. He hands it off. That's Solway up the middle, and Solway battling through. Well, this is Concordia's best drive of the game. It's a 4-yard gain. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the run play. Clock down to 1:43. Still a lot of time on that clock for Concordia. Northside is supposed to get the ball back to start the second half. Another run to Solway, and Solway takes it inside the 15. He got about 2 yards on the carry. A reminder, it is homecoming night here at Northside High School, so they'll have some homecoming festivities at halftime. Remember, a Northside penalty kept this drive alive. Had 2 penalties on this drive. One was encroachment on what was about to be 3rd down. Trent is hit, keeps fighting, and he's going to come up about a yard, maybe 2, short of the first down. It's called down at the 12-yard line. Concordia needs to reach the 10-yard line for a first down, and now they'll call a timeout. Well, Concordia has punted several times in this game, but they have also gone for it on 4th down. Now, they're well in field goal range. And without having any points on the board, they may just go for 3. We'll see if they try to go for it on 4th down to try and keep this drive alive. In the meantime, we've got a few words from our sponsors. It's because of our sponsors that we're able to cover all the games that we cover here on SummitCitySports.com. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibilities. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu for more information. Well, I think one thing we can guess here is Concordia is not punting. They're well in field goal range. They could go for a field goal to get on the board, but it looks like they might be going for it on 4th down. 4th and 2. And yeah, right now they're keeping the offense on the field. Did they jump again? Oh, my goodness. They did. My goodness. That's the third time, actually the fourth time in the last 2 drives, that Northside has committed an encroachment penalty. I'm not sure if Concordia was going with a hard count there, but they got him to jump.
Down for Concordia. First and goal.
And it's going to be first and goal for the Cadets. 47 seconds left. And one of the downsides of a pick six if you're Northside is your defense has to go right back out there. And that's going to be close to another encroachment. No flag this time apparently, but Trent has room to run. He may get there, reaching for the pylon, and he's in. Eli Trent takes it all the way to the end zone, and Concordia is on the board.
Touchdown for Concordia.
I'll give you another look at this replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Trent had all kinds of room on that left side, reached it out just at the last second. That was close, but it is called a touchdown, and Concordia is on the board. And how about the fourth down encroachment foul against Northside to keep this drive alive? Encroachment fouls on fourth down and on third down against the Legends, and it's going to be 35-7 after the extra point.
The extra point is good. Score is 35 Northside.
Well, here's another look at that foul, and you see it right there on the left side of the formation. I couldn't tell who it was that jumped. I think it was Waits. But you could tell that Northside jumped off sides, and that drew the flag. And that's the second time this drive that Northside has been flagged for encroachment. Fourth time in the last 2 drives. And the last drive, it resulted in an interception. Here's a look at the touchdown again. The replays, as always, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. All kinds of room out on that far side. Defense almost closes in time, but Trent is able to take the ball across that pylon, and Concordia finally is on the board. Northside will get the ball to start the second half. Concordia will kick off with 41 seconds on the clock. Northside has a timeout at their disposal. We'll see if they choose to use it. Isaac Eggold will kick it away. Also known as Ike Eggold, plays on the soccer team at Concordia. It's a squib kick. That ball gets loose, picked up by the Legends at the 20. And that's a long run out to the 25-yard line. Took a long time to get there before Luke Hayworth closed in and made the hit. Elquan Conwell on the return, but Hayworth makes the hit. Luke Hayworth's brothers Grant and Cole played football here at Concordia. They also played basketball. In fact, Cole is on the basketball team at Grace College up in Winona Lake. Here's another look at the hit. Replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. It was a long way to get 5 yards, and then a little clothesline tackle by Hayworth. With 33 seconds, Northside does have a timeout left, but they are going to get the ball to start the second half. Looks like they're going to run a play here. Rivers looks to throw. Underneath, that's complete to Sebastian Moore, and he's tackled short of the sticks, well short of the sticks. And if Northside wants to get in position to get a field goal, they got to go hurry up. Especially if they want a touchdown, they got to go hurry up. Again, they do have a timeout left. Right now, a lot of time being taken off the clock, but they get the snap off, and that pass is incomplete at the feet of Sebastian Moore, and he was open.
Incomplete pass.
Rather low throw. If Moore had caught that and taken it out of bounds, it's not only a first down, but you stop the clock and maybe get yourself one more play. Empty backfield here on 3rd and 6. Evans, or rather Rivers, finds Harrison. Now Harrison's got to get out of bounds, and he does with 6, maybe 5 on the clock. That's going to be 5 seconds on the clock. Jarmeek Harrison took a while to get out of bounds, but if Northside's running another play here, it's probably going to have to be a shot to the end zone. And Rivers being a left-handed quarterback, you'd think he'd roll to his left. Let's see what happens. Did I just see Malik Moore walk off the field? No, there he is, lined up slot to the far side. Yeah, you'd want him in the game on this play if you're running a 4th down play from your own. Well, not 4th down, but I thought it was going to be a Hail Mary. Instead, they go with the screen to Moore, and Moore with a head of steam, and he's taken down at the 41-yard line. That's the end of the first half. There's zeros on the clock. A 35-7 lead for the Northside Legends at halftime. And right now we're going to go ahead and hear from a few more of our sponsors that allow us to do the games that we do here on SummitCitySports.com. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit TJWindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Halftime here at Chambers Field. It's Northside on top, 35-7. It is homecoming night here at Northside High School, and the second half clock supposed to be running. The official just signaled, and he signaled again, and now it's running. We'll get a little band performance, and in the meantime, we'll get a little break. You're watching high school football here on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
$35-7. It is homecoming night here at Northside High School. As we get a little band performance, we'll give you a brief look in for just a few minutes before we get you our first replay. Our replay is brought to you by Traction Athletic. Not brought to you by Traction, but by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Get you that in just a second as you get a live look into this band performance.
For 3 weeks and even deal with it in less than a week. So I wonder how the drumming's going right now. Joseph Walker. What's up? Men's Day Out? Men's Day Out. Joe, this is Mike. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Nice to meet you. Coach. Oh, okay. High school coach. Oh. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
The drum majors for the 2005 season are Kaylee Hansen.
Good to see a little bit more of this band performance in a moment. Right now we do have some scores to update you on. in Northeast Indiana. Looks like it's a 14-6 lead for Lures over Southside. Last we heard, it was 6-3 Carroll over Bishop Dwenger. Homestead leading Northrop 19-7. Snyder on top of Wayne 24-0. As the Northside Legends here at Chambers Field lead it by a score of 35-7. Concordia scored on their final drive of the first half. Here's a look at Northside's first touchdown. Jaden Rivers connecting with Malik Moore in the end zone. And Moore showing those jump ball skills that he's been showing off ever since he was a freshman at Northside. He was a big-time receiver for the Legends, even as Breonte Johnson was moved over to quarterback. Tate now on the roster at Notre Dame, and he went into week 1 of the college football season as number 2 on the depth chart. Of course, he's not the only Fort Wayne kid who's going to Notre Dame. The Irish also have Brandon Logan as a safety on their team. Logan also at Notre Dame to play baseball. It was a center fielder and a big-time power hitter at Snyder not too long ago. Tate Johnson even talked about trying to walk onto the basketball team. I'm not sure if he's been able to do that in recent years. Certainly wish him the best of luck as his college endeavors continue. Showed you one replay, and now it looks like we're going to get another band performance. Give you a live look in at this.
So is that how you meet the image in that though?
A free bird dipped its wings in the bright sun rays and dares to claim the sky. What you're watching is a part of the homecoming festivities here at Northside High School. That's right, this is homecoming night here at Northside. And right now it's a good homecoming for the Legends as they lead it 35-7 over the Concordia Cadets in what technically is the cross-Coliseum rivalry, so to speak. Here's another look at one of our replays. Again, it's Malik Moore, this time taking the screen pass, and he takes it all the way from 58 yards out. That's Moore's second touchdown catch of the ball game. Right now he's got 3 touchdowns. Sebastian Moore, I was talking about Snyder. Sebastian Moore is a Snyder transfer. We'll show you his touchdown in a little bit on our replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Now that was not the last of the touchdowns this game for Malik Moore. He had one more, I believe it was in the it was in the first quarter as I recall. And we'll give you a look at it here on the replay, again brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Jaden Rivers flushed out and finds Moore right at the goal line. And Moore is able to haul it in for his 3rd touchdown catch of the day. It's a touchdown hat trick for Malik Moore in the ball game. It's a happy homecoming for Malik Moore as he's got those 3 touchdown catches. Happy homecoming for Jaden Rivers. Not to be confused with Jaden Evans. Plays linebacker on the St. Francis football team and also does camera work here for Summit City Sports. Well, I mentioned Sebastian Moore earlier. Here's his touchdown catch earlier in the ball game as he caught one from Jaden Rivers down the sideline. This was after Malik Moore appeared to have scored a 98-yard touchdown. That was called back. Was told because of an ineligible man downfield. However, the ball was not moved back, so it would have had to have been a penalty during the play because Northside did get a first down. They did not get moved half the distance to the goal. They did end up getting a first down out of the play. So it would have had to have been a penalty during the play. How it got to 35? Well, that was from Northside's defense. Eli Trent rolling to his right. Northside had that play read extremely well, and then they got the pick from Jannard Moore. Well, if your last name is Moore, you've probably found the end zone in this ball game. Jannard did on that pick six as he took it back to the house and gave Northside a 35-0 lead. But Concordia needed to score at halftime. And I'll show you the play where they did score. That play took place late in the first half, and it came right after a Northside penalty. Eli Trent flushed out of the pocket, but he had all kinds of room to his right, and he takes it just inside that pylon, maybe right over top of it. And that's an 8-yard touchdown run for Eli Trent, the dual-threat quarterback, who also plays defensive back for these Cadets, and he's also on the basketball team, or at least he has been for the last couple of years, as the band looks like they're going to keep on performing. And we'll show you a little bit more of this band performance here on homecoming night. Homecoming night here at Northside High School as we get a band performance there at the half. And we've got just under 9 minutes to go until the second half gets underway. I've got some scores to check in on. First from DeKalb. That's a low-scoring game, so if you like defensive football, you might like this score. East Noble's up 7-0 over DeKalb over there at Waterloo. And when I last checked, Leo was leading against New Haven. It was 21-7. I'm seeing a score of 24-0 Snyder over Wayne. Looks like Snyder is driving there in the third quarter. And then for New Haven versus Leo, scoreboard is not showing right now as I pull up that game, but now it's showing 21-7 in favor of Leo, and they are driving down at the New Haven 30-yard line. Try to check in on some other scores around the area, including Bishop Luers at Southside. Last I checked, it was Luers up 14-6. And right now they're in a commercial break, so I may have to come back with an update on that one in a little bit. But Eastside's taking on Churubusco. That game's in the third quarter. Busco leads that one 19-7. Eastside had an early 7-0 lead. That lead is now gone. We're going to be back after a break. This will be an extended break. You're watching high school football on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program.
Representing the freshman class,
Got another update for you. Snyder has just scored. They're up 30-0 over the Wayne Generals. Going to listen in as the homecoming court is announced. We'll announce the king and queen. So actually, we'll come back and let you know who gets the award of homecoming king and queen here at Chambers Field.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Representing the senior class.
Right now, the homecoming court is being announced here at Northside High School by Athletic Director Andrew Klein. Still announcing the court, and I think he'll get to the homecoming king and queen in just a little bit. Again, we do have some updates to let you know about. Looks like it's 14-12 now. Lure's still leading Southside, but a 99-yard kickoff return by Javon Irby. And it looks like Andrew Klein's going to announce the homecoming king and queen in just a second.
Your Northside 2026 homecoming king, Donnie Malone.
So Donnie Malone announced as the homecoming king by Andrew Klein, and he'll be recognized in just a moment. He's got his crown. He's got his king's robe.
Your 2026 senior class homecoming queen, Desire Buchanan.
I apologize. I think that was Desire Buchanan announced as the homecoming queen. Again, I apologize. Andrew Klein's mic kind of cut in and out there as he announced it. But they're honored at on the track, in front of the football field, in front of their fans, in front of their friends and fellow students, as we're at halftime here at Northside High School. Coming up on 3 minutes left on the clock. Kids will get an extra 3 minutes of warm-up time. We'll be back after this break on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260s dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And I mean, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And I mean, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge training program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
Let her cook, let me cook. Never gave it, I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never make it no. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God. Let her cook. All this sauce I'm trying.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Well, we are just about ready to start the third quarter between the Northside Legends and the Concordia Cadets. Northside receives the second half kickoff. They kicked off to start the game, and it looks like we do have a score from Carroll. Well, we've had a score from Carroll for quite a while. It's a tie game between the Chargers and the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Also, Leo's got a 28-7 lead over New Haven. That's a squib kick, returnable, bobbled, and then picked up inside the 30-yard line. That's Jalen Jackson on the return, working his way to the outside. He's still going to get across the 35 after all that. That's ultimately about a 9-yard return, I believe. It's amazing to think he got that much, considering how much space was starting to close out, but the Cadets just not able to finish the tackle. Here's another look at this on our replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Well, technically a return of 13 yards. So I fielded at the 27-yard line, and Jackson just kept reversing his field, and then one missed tackle after another allows him to get up to the 40. So it's going to be good field position for the Legends as they lead 35-7. 4 touchdown passes for Jaden Rivers in this ball game. 3 to Malik Moore, 1 to the Snyder transfer Sebastian Moore. He'll fake the handoff here on first down. Rivers to his left, to the ground, and incomplete. Looking for Malik Moore. It'll be second down and 10. We haven't seen much of a run game from Northside today. Caleb Kingley is out. Ben Davis has been the primary back. We haven't seen anything from Jay-Sean Early or Marcus Williams on the ground today. As I recall, Williams rushed for over 70 yards last week against Northrop. That was a losing effort for the Legends. We've got a 28-point lead early in the second half here. And now they'll run it. That's Davis right into the teeth of those Cadets, and he picks up 6, make that 7. Up to the 47-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. I believe that's Davis's best run of the ball game. Third and 3, you've got all kinds of options as to what you can call. Although the run game has been seldom used by the Legends tonight. They do have Sutton Yorko lined up wide to the near side. Trips to the far side with Malik Moore in the slot. Like they tried to get the Cadets to jump. Cadets were not fooled. Instead, it's Davis right up the middle. Davis, one man. Davis, foot race. Can they catch him? Inside the 5 and out of bounds. But a big run by Ben Davis. Easily his best of the night. Ball's going to be spotted just outside the 2-yard line, and the Legends with a 1st and goal, 10:50 to go. They'll change some personnel here on this 1st and goal play. Run game hadn't been all that frequently used by Northside up until this second half. That's 2 straight run plays for the Legends and 2 good ones. Malik Moore goes in motion. They're going to fake the jet sweep. It's Rivers cutting up field. Did he get in? No, he did not. Down at the 1, maybe inside it.
And that might have been number 54, Gage Thompson, who came up to make the play. He was in the area for Concordia. Get another look at this on the replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning as Johnson and Moore get the play. Give it to the huddle. We'll see the tackle right here. Luke Hayworth also in on the tackle. Came in from below. Clock down to 10-12 here in the third quarter. Rivers, the screen to the far side. One broken tackle toward the goal line. Touchdown, Malik Moore. He almost got stopped for a loss, and he takes it in. It's a 5-score lead again for the Legends. That's touchdown number 4 for Malik. And how ironic, everybody who scored a touchdown for Northside has the same last name. We'll get to that in a little bit. Sophion Fakron on to kick. They get it down. The kick is up and good. 42-7, a 35-point lead for the Northside Legends. And here's the play that ultimately set it up. Ben Davis, only 4 carries in the game, if I'm not mistaken. This has been his best run of the night. And he almost took it to the house. That was Denzel Barr who saved the touchdown. Sophomore who's also a really good basketball player in his middle school days from St. Paul's Lutheran School in downtown Fort Wayne. And then here's a look at the touchdown. Malik Moore was almost stopped for a loss on this screenplay. Just kept his feet up. His hands went down, but that was all that went down. And Moore is able to take it into the end zone. Again, hand down does not equal man down. So used to hearing Mark Jackson say hand down, man down when he's talking about defense in basketball. Crying shame Mark Jackson's not still with ESPN. He was a heck of an analyst. But in the case of football, hand down does not equal man down. Any part of the body besides the hand or the foot that hits the ground would put you down. But if all that's down is the hand or the foot, you're not down. That kick is muffed and picked up. Henley on the return, big hit. And I thought for a second the ball might have come out, but it did not. And now we are in a running clock situation with the lead being 35 points. 9:42 and counting left in the game. Leo's just added to their lead one more time. Right now showing a score of 34-7 against New Haven. And New Haven battled when they came in here to Chambers Field. Ended up on the losing end, though. 39-23 the final. And now it's 35-7 Leo over New Haven. 2 years ago, Leo and New Haven ended up in a 3-way tie for first in the Northeast 8 Conference. The third team in that group was East Noble. Here's the handoff to Solway as he tries to break free. And it looks like Solway got a gain of about 5. Concordia put up a good scoring drive before halftime. Got it down to a 28-point game and delayed the running clock, but now we are in a running clock. We will be for the rest of the game. The only time the clock will stop. Was there a penalty? I did not see a flag. They moved the ball up to the 34-yard line. It must have been a pre-snap penalty when Northside has shot themselves in the foot with penalties all throughout this game. Trent on a rollout, turns it upfield, and a good gain on first down. He's got a first down out across the 45. Cadets move the ball to the 46-yard line. Clock will keep on running. Normally it stops on a first down while they reset the chains. But in a running clock situation, that changes. Snyder's got a 31-6 lead over Wayne. They're in the third quarter. East Noble added their lead against DeKalb not too long ago. They've played through 3, and it's a 13-0 game, and it's encroachment again. Oh, my goodness. It's got to be 6 encroachment penalties on Northside. At least that's encompassing the last 3 times Concordia's had the football.
First and 5 to go.
Well, Ben Johnson's happy about this 42-7 lead. He's not going to be happy with these kids about jumping off sides. Solway takes it upfield, and Solway is met. He'll be held to a gain of about a yard. And on the tackle for Northside is number 57, Braylon Smeltzer. He stopped a 4th down attempt earlier in this ball game. Bishop Dwenger has taken the lead against Carroll, 9-6 the score. They're full of field goals over at Carroll High School tonight. At least that's the way it sounds, judging by the score. Handoff to Solway, and he's met again, held to a yard again. Looked like Smeltzer was in on that tackle again. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Braylon Smeltzer coming up with all kinds of big tackles, but this is going to be 3rd and short, and this is where Concordia has been able to get Northside to jump. We'll see if they can do it again. Oh, they got him again. They got him again. Javion Harrison came racing across the line, and he was unabated to the quarterback. That's going to be an easy first down, an easy flag. And that's got to be, among other things, I'm sure, but this is probably going to be one of the things that Ben Johnson addresses in practice. Like, we had a good game, guys. We were hitting our pass plays, made some good plays on defense, but we have got to keep from jumping off sides. I got to think that's what Johnson will be telling these kids in practice as Trent throws down the middle, and it's caught. And on the run after the catch is Mike Henley Jr. inside the 5 and down at the 1. Mike Henley Jr. with the catch and run. And it's going to be 1st and goal.
Number 6.
We'll see if they set it at the 1. I thought that's where he got to. They're going to set it at the 2 instead. Get another look at it here on the replay as Concordia huddles up. Eli Trent stood in and threw a seed into the hands of Henley. And Henley did just about the rest, got a big gain. Couldn't quite get it in, though. But he does set up Concordia with a 1st and goal. It's Solway up the middle. He's in. Touchdown. Abe Solway up the middle, and Concordia makes it a 4-score game. 4:23 and counting. The clock will stop after the extra point attempt.
Touchdown for Concordia.
But a lot of yards after the catch. And we've got 2 replays to show you as soon as this extra point is kicked. The snap is down. The kick is good. I believe that was
Score is 42-14.
Isaac Eggold who hit the extra point. 42-14 in favor of Northside, and we got 2 replays to show you as there's 4 minutes on the clock. This was the completion to Mike Henley Jr. Trent stood in and fired it, and he had to put a lot of heat on that pass. There was a defender in close. Mike Henley Jr. takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. He's a receiver who's shown some promise for these cadets, and he was making plays even as a freshman. Here's our latest replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Abe Solway off that left side is in for the touchdown, and it's 42-14. Again, the one thing that Northside has to work on, perhaps above anything else, is the encroachment penalties. I believe they've committed 7 of those today. And that includes the last 2 scoring drives that Concordia has had. And on that last drive, when Javion Harrison jumped off sides, he jumped way off sides. He was unabated to the quarterback. And that was an easy call. Looks like Dwenger has the ball down at Carroll. Saints lead that one 9-6 over the Chargers. Carroll's got a big game against Snyder coming up next week. They're in danger of falling to 1-3. That's a squib kick. Might have been meant to be an onside kick. It goes a lot farther than 10 yards. And on the return, I think that's Fakron. Check that. It's 83. Jameer Jackson, the junior. It's a good return as it gets Northside out across midfield. 3.5 left to go in the third quarter.
Northside first down on the 48.
And Snyder's up 31-6. They will host Carroll next week. Snyder would love to go into that game with a 2-2 record. Now they'd rather go in with a 3-1 record. Had a chance to beat Warsaw in the opener, but came up short. Lost 29-7 on the road against East Noble. Little toss sweep. That's Jarmeek Harrison off the left side. Harrison turns it upfield. He's going to get the first down. He got tripped up at about the 40-yard line, tumbled his way to the 35. Otherwise, he's gone. But it is a first down for the Legends. And the good thing about that, if you're a Northside fan, is that allows the clock to keep running. Leo still leading 35-7 over New Haven, that Northeast 8 conference battle. East Noble's up 13-0. It looks like DeKalb's going for it on 4th and 3 in their own territory as I check the scores from around the area. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Legends empty the backfield as Rivers throws out in the flat. That ball might have been tipped. He was looking for Sebastian Moore, and that's Luke Hayworth putting pressure on the quarterback. Luke Hayworth, the sophomore, younger brother of Grant and Cole Hayworth. Grant and Cole played on the D-line at Concordia. They also played basketball, and Cole was a big stretch 4 type of player. Big 6'6" guy who could also step out and shoot the 3, could play on the inside as well. And he's on the roster at Grace College these days. Even with the incompletion, the clock keeps running because Northside did go up 35 points in this second half. Little toss sweep, Harrison near side. And check that, that's number 22, Jaden Abrams.
That's number 22, Jaden Abrams on the carry.
Abrams got about 7, make that 6. They're going to mark it at the 29-yard line. This will be 3rd and 4. Northside taking their time with this being a running clock. They can let the clock run down under a minute. Appears as though DeKalb turned it over, likely on downs. They sent Abrams in motion, and now Evans looks to throw, goes downfield to the end zone, but he overshot Harrison. He had him open, but he just fired that thing a little bit too long. And now it's going to be 4th and 3. Was there a flag on the play?
We have a flag on the play.
It looks like we do. I don't see one. And now I do see it. It's on the far side of the field. So legal shifts. It's going to be 4th down. There's about 2 or 3 more seconds on the play clock than there is on the game clock. So Northside will let the clock run down to the 4th quarter. And we'll come back to start the 4th quarter when we return here on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSN, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
Let her cook, Let me cook. Never gave it. I I ain't never gave no. Fell out with them, we ain't never making up. Back for everything I ever lost, I'm on the mission. We turned the whole house into a booth, we in the kitchen. Let her cook. Big low come through frying. Hey, let her cook. Okay. Too much cake out bow. Oh God, let her cook. All this talk.
Well, here at Chambers Field, it's 42-14 in favor of Northside. They've got a 4th and 3 coming up, and it looks like they're keeping the offense on the field. Got a close game over at Homestead. Homestead, as I recall, was up 19-7, but now it's 21-19 in favor of Northrop, with 1:32 to go in the third quarter. Here we start the fourth quarter as Rivers throws, and that's complete. And that is Brandon Sanders taking it down to the 16-yard line, and he keeps the drive going. Clock did not move. Clock was late starting. You're supposed to start it when the ball is snapped. And right now the clock is showing 11:43. Well, like I said, Northrop is leading by 2, but Homestead's driving. Northrop's got a guy down. Here at Chambers, Northside looking to drive and score, and they've made a change at quarterback. Is that Sanders? That ball's tipped. Was that picked? That is picked off by Concordia. Intercepted by number 55, Ian Leety.
Interception by Concordia.
Leedy was listed as a quarterback the last couple of years. Trent ended up winning the starting job, but he gets a pick as a linebacker. And we'll get another look at it here on our replay, brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. Brandon Sanders, the new quarterback, gets it tipped at the line, and Leedy with the pick. And I believe that's Adriel Milton who tips it at the line for Concordia. That's Trent looking to throw, fires it downfield, and it is incomplete through the hands of Sebastian Moore. Concordia has scored on each of their last 2 drives. And even though we are in a running clock, Northside has shot themselves in the foot with encroachment penalties that have constantly kept drives alive for Concordia. Handoff off the left side. That's Solway. Abe Solway up to about the 15-yard line. Looks like he got 3 on the play. And we have a whistle, and it sounds like it's an injury timeout. Well, I don't see anybody down right now. There was someone that looked like they were down. Oh, we'll take a quick break here on SummitCitySports.com.
Game.
Never mind. Looks like whatever it was is taken care of, and they're going right back to the play. The announcement here in the press box was injury timeout, but I didn't see anybody down. I saw somebody briefly down, but he got up. Here's Trent on the rollout. This is 3rd and about 7. Trent tries to elude the tackler, stays in bounds, fires downfield, and incomplete. Oh, Henley had a chance at that one. Looked like Geiger did as well. The fact that Trent was able to stay in bounds is amazing in and of itself. He was very close to the sideline. Here's another look at this play and just the presence of mind for him to stay in bounds and fire this ball down the field. He knew exactly where the sideline was, and at this stage of the game, he wants a deep pass and a completion rather than just go out of bounds and set up 4th down. But it is going to be 4th down. 4th and 7 for the Cadets. They've gotten Northside to jump offside several times. That won't happen here, and it will be a punt. That's going to bounce
and then rolled dead at the 46-yard line, and that is where Northside will take over to start this drive. 31-12, Snyder on top of Wayne. That game's in the fourth quarter. New Haven has scored. It's now 35-14 in favor of Leo. East Noble was up 13-0 over DeKalb. Not seeing a score there just yet. Looks like they're doing some sponsorship readers. Dwenger and Carroll are in a break right now. It was 9-6 Dwenger when I last checked on that one. For Northside, they're looking to go to 3-1, 1-1 in conference play. Concordia still looking for their first conference win. They are down 4 scores, but it is a running clock here. Game's not quite over, but a lot of time's going to tick off this clock as Rivers looks to set up the screen. He's got his completion and room to run after the catch, and a bulldozed run by Ben Davis. And Davis with a stiff arm. Davis reaching for the goal line. Touchdown. Flag down at the end of it. The official fired it from the sidelines. We'll see what this penalty is, and we'll see if the touchdown stands. Flag came in at the end of the play. The officials will discuss it, and we'll see if that brings the touchdown back. In the direction that Northside is going, it looks like it's going to come back. Ben Johnson Jr. trying to figure out, well, that's not Ben Johnson. There's Ben Johnson in the white shirt.
Again, students, if you need a ride home,
Yeah, this is going to come back.
contacting someone to come and pick you up.
We're going to have offsetting penalties. So they're going to repeat the down. Looks like a horse collar tackle on Concordia and then a blindside block by Northside. So those are the offsetting penalties. We'll look at it here on the replay brought to you by Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning. See if we can see where the block was. Horse collar. Well, if that was the block, well, then that explains why it's offsetting penalties. There's the horse collar at the end of the play. The horse collar committed by Denzel Barr. Fake the handoff. Screen to Moore. He breaks a tackle, and Moore gets down the sideline. Blockers in front. There goes Malik Moore, trying to make a house call, and he's in. Touchdown, Legends. I don't see a flag this time.
26-yard touchdown, Legends.
A 46-yard touchdown. And now the officials getting together. I did not see a flag. But for Malik Moore, that's touchdown number 5 in the ball game. 3 of them on screen plays. Clock's going to stop after the PAT. Maybe there was a penalty. Again, I did not see a flag. I didn't see a signal either. Clock runs on for the PAT. So we'll get it back to a 5-score lead, and the extra point makes it 35 points total for the margin. Clock does stop after the PAT. That's one of the few times that the clock does stop in a running clock situation. Here's a look at the replay. Malik Moore, another screen play turned into a touchdown. 3rd time he's done that today. And how about the blocking in front? Sutton Yorko leads the way, and Malik Moore very close to that sideline. Looked like he stayed in, but he was close to stepping out. And it's a 49-14 lead for the Legends with 5:31 to go in this ball game. And I can tell you it's still 9-6 in favor of Dwenger over Carroll. That game's got 4 minutes and 13 seconds left in regulation. It was a close game between East Noble and DeKalb. 31-12 is the score. Snyder over Wayne. And Homestead and Northrop are playing a close game, and it's still close. Tied at 27.
5:31 left on the clock. Concordia is going to get the ball back, down 5 touchdowns. And Sofian Fakran has it set up. He'll run up and kick it away. That's bobbled and going into the end zone for a touchback. They'll bring it back out to the 20-yard line. Here's another look at the touchdown after the touchdown had been called back, led to offsetting penalties. Malik Moore with a little spin move to get himself free, and then Sutton Yorko with a good block. And does Moore ever step out of bounds? Well, if he does, it's blocked by the tent. That's a canopy where some of the kids are sitting down and resting. As Concordia takes over at their own 20-yard line. Trent will hand that one off. A run up the middle, I believe that's Paulin, Biden Paulin. And they're going to give him a first down at the 30-yard line.
Concordia first down.
Have a final score from Churubusco. Churubusco wins 19-14 over Eastside. 42-7 for Bluffton. I believe that's against Woodland. As Trent awaits the snap. A high snap and a handoff straight up the middle for Paulin. And Paulin takes it across the 35-yard line. Going to call it an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
If you need a ride home, please make sure you get a call to someone that will pick you up. We want you arriving home safely. Please make the call now.
Leo now leads 42-14 over New Haven. That was the score we had here not too long ago. Oh, DeKalb looks like they've just scored. Not only scored, but made it a 1-point game. Snap to Trent. Trent flushed. Throws on the run. Deep ball. Intercepted.
Interception legends.
And getting the pick, I believe, is, well, I thought it was Sanders. That's actually number 19, which is Jay-Sean Farr. The Northside Legends will take over. At their own 37-yard line, 2.5 minutes to go. And I'm not sure if they've made a change at quarterback. I think that's Rivers still in there. Yeah, that's Rivers. Jaden Rivers. Off the right side. And I think that's Sanders on the carry, and he's dropped. I thought for a moment that it was 13-12 East Noble over DeKalb, but now the scoreboard's still showing 13-7. Meanwhile, we've got a player down for Northside, so we're going to take an injury timeout. Jacob Van Loo, the trainer, will go out to look at him. I can't tell who that is who's down. We'll be back in about 40 seconds.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Well, we are in an injury timeout. I think that's number 22. They're 22 or 32. It's either 22 Jaden Abrams or 32 Michael Stevens being helped off the field for Northside. Check that, it's 62. Number 62, Javel Fitzhugh. That was a big loss on the last play for Northside. Meanwhile, it's 13-7 East Noble over DeKalb. So it's not 13-12, but a close game with under 3 minutes to go over there at DeKalb. Again, East Noble with the lead. That's a screen pass that goes out across the 30-yard line. Screen pass went to Vince Murphy, the sophomore. We are in a running clock situation, so hopefully we'll be able to send you out to DeKalb as soon as we're done here. Again, it's East Noble with the lead over DeKalb 13-7, and DeKalb's got the ball. Here we've got 1 minute and 17 seconds and counting left as Jaden Rivers is going to throw the lateral. That's another broken tackle. And on the run is Murphy. Vince Murphy still going. Vince Murphy inside the 30. Did the ball come out? It looks like it did. Concordia says they've got it. And they do. And the clock is still running, so Concordia is probably going to get one more playoff, maybe two. Going to bring the offense back out. It's a 5-score game, so it's not going to change the outcome. As soon as this game gets done, we will announce our Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game. In fact, I will say it's going to be 2 players of the game for tonight. But Concordia is going to run one more play, so we'll announce our player of the game and then close the broadcast just in time for you to go watch the finish over at DeKalb High School. Trent out of the gun. Steps into one, hit as he throws, downfield shot, incomplete, and that is going to bring us to an end. Clock is at zeros, and the Northside Legends have defeated the Concordia Cadets by a final score of 49-14. Not the cleanest of games necessarily for Northside. They had a whole lot of penalties, especially encroachment, but they do win it 49-14. And our Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game are going to be Jaden Rivers, the quarterback, and Malik Moore, the wide receiver. Jaden ends up throwing 5 touchdown passes. 4 of those go into the hands of Malik Moore. Jaden Rivers and Malik Moore, your PSM players of the game, as Northside wins it 49-14 over Concordia. And that's going to do it for us here at Chambers Field on the campus of Northside. For my cameraman, Matt Jackson, this is Thad Goff saying so long. And you can switch over and watch East Noble taking on DeKalb. Fun finish there with Joe Northern on the call. So long from Chambers.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
When I was at Snyder, win or lose, you sang the fight song. Yeah. Win or lose, didn't matter. And then you sang it on the buses right when you turned